Hi everyone, it's Claire Church here. I'm just talking about the full moon that happened yesterday and the 24th. So, 24th, 23rd of April, we had a full pink moon in Scorpio, and I have looked at three astrologers. So it's Pam Gregory, Tanya Gabrielle, and Molly McLeod. And really, it's a lot to do with intense secrets being revealed, intense emotions, especially with some of the signs like Scorpio itself. It would be the fixed signs, so Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus as well. And we need to learn to let go a bit. So Pluto rules Scorpio, and there's a big theme around death and transformation. So and dark secrets may surface at this point around that full moon and just after it. So those Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius and Taurus will feel it most. Mercury is no longer retrograde from today, so that's good. It starts moving, and really that's good because that may have delayed us. It may have caused some issues. I certainly had one or two health issues actually, or minor accidents. So good news. And there was an amazing Jupiter-Uranus conjunction around the 20th of April. So that brought in the theme of breaking free, abundance, and, finding your inner genius would have been around that 20th. We did some Reiki, no, it was actually, galactic healing training, which was really amazing. And the first time I'd done it. So that happened that day for me. So it was kind of proving it. There's stuff to do with healing as well gone on with Chiron and Aries, and possibly being shown that you need to heal in some areas. And there, according to Pam Gregory, there's stuff to do with food and technology, so some advances in factory food, that type of thing. And she talked about Sedna Moon, Pluto and Earth leading to a transformation. So particularly as well 3 days after the full moon, so around on the 26th and 27th, then look out for really something to do with transformation then, 3 days after the full moon. And Scorpio is very much about truth and power and transformation and death and rebirth. So death of the old world and the newborn world coming in. And Pam talked about Hamia and overcoming issues and birthing a new community. And you've got Taurus, Sun is in Taurus and Scorpio. The moon is in Scorpio. So those it's a different type of feeling really with those two things going on. Pam Gregory talked about throwback to around 28th of April 2010 to January 2011. Can you remember what you were doing? We had things like the Arab Spring. I actually made a move and moved house to another country. That we had the ash cloud. Do you remember that, with the volcano and the aviation issue? So she just sort of talked about the astrology being similar, but it was in Pisces. It's more linked with Pisces. So it's just a little bit different. But also you've got T square with the Sun, Moon and Pluto. And the ruler of Scorpio is really about, Pluto is about power and revelations and the manipulation of power. It can link to money and investments and digital currency. She talked about digital currency versus, central versus decentralizing it. So some issues around that, or, movement on that. And the Sun, Moon, Pluto, T square. So it's that links with choice. And Scorpio and Taurus link with community. So quite good for community things. And also the link with Homea looks at helping the underdog, so also land generation and things like food banks and helping the underdog in some way with community, so that will be important. So some of the signs of Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius and Taurus may feel pressure around power and control, so watch out for that. And around the 29th and 30th of April, you've got Mars 29 degrees of Pisces, and then it goes into Aries. Now, I find personally that Pisces being active has really made my dreams so vivid, and there's some messages in there that are really quite clear. So look out for that. But as I say, towards the end, it changes into Aries. And around that 29 degrees, that is when things can be a bit less positive, and because it links with Pisces and Neptune, there could be some flooding, she said, but don't go into fear over that. So that would be around the 29th, 30th. Also, don't be swept away, and do breath work and meditation. And Tanya Gabrielle also talked about truth and empowerment, and a T-square with Pluto and the full moon being really tense. And the full moon eclipse was 1 month ago. Now that was really tricky energy, to be honest with you. So there may be some effects still, and a feeling of determination as well, with I think Mars active. And Scorpio, 8th house, death rebirth, she mentioned. So there may be this going on, kind of like the phoenix rising type feeling. And we may feel more powerful with Pluto. And Pluto Aquarius linked together would be real change enablement going on. And Uranus, Jupiter, 20th, she talked about the freedom feeling and the independence and seeking that inner, space inside that gives us more help. And trust in our creator. And then Molly McCord also, she talked about there may be some loss, emotional cleansing in the fixed signs, and Pluto ruling Scorpio, so pushing out what we've outgrown, and with Aquarius's help. And we may need to reclaim something. We're sensitive to that, so Pluto will push that and change things and bring it up to the surface. And she thinks the soul will get involved in that. So kind of some really deep-seated change going on, or need for change. And also with psychic intuition being strong, because Scorpio is very psychic at times. And also Saturn will give clarity and Mars will give momentum. So it's allowing a chapter to end possibly and a new one to begin. We may feel a bit overwhelmed, so check on your sense of purpose. Look into your soul about what your consciousness is, and are we fighting that, or can we get on with it? And what can we own in a new way? She talks about you may need to address something. Go inward, meditate, walk in the woods, maybe use breath work, maybe use EFT, exercise, get through the emotions. It's a beautiful day. I'm going for a walk soon. There may be some slight lower expressions of Scorpio, which would be things like the jealousy and the secrets, as we said, but also mystical. So look for signs, because you may notice more and may be able to interpret them better at this moment. So I hope you had a great happy full moon yesterday, and sorry this is a bit late, but I'll keep trying to get these videos out, and I welcome any comments, and do like it if you did enjoy it. Thank you. Happy full moon. Bye.